Hello, and welcome to Orange Coast Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Joel Ibanez, and I am your worship associate today. I'm joined by Reverend Sian Wiltshire, who has just returned.
That doesn't happen
And it's good to see her. By Reverend Sian Wiltshire, our minister. Beth Syverson, our Director of Music Ministries. And Karen Magoon Pearson, who is our Director of Religious Education for Children and Youth. We all welcome you here this morning. We would also like to recognize the many volunteers that have helped to put this service together today. We respectfully recognize that our church property rests on Ahachimin and Tongva land. As Unitarian Universalists, we have many different beliefs, but we are one loving community. We are bound together not by a common set of rules or beliefs, but rather a covenant. A covenant is a promise that whatever our beliefs, we accept one another and encourage each other in spiritual growth. We affirm that all life has inherent value and that all existence is interconnected. We strive for justice and compassion in our deeds and relationships, and we are committed to creating a welcoming community without regard to the traits that sometimes divide people. To our Roomers, we invite you to silence your cell phones, and for our Zoomers, we invite you to say hello in the chat. I want to extend a special welcome to visitors. If you are seeking a spiritual home, we hope that you will find it here. Later in the service, we'll have an opportunity for you to introduce yourselves if you'd like to do so. Most Sundays, we do have a lovely ritual called Joys and Sorrows, where anyone can light a candle of healing of their joy or sorrow and even share it with the congregation they serve, if they wish. But because of the length of the water ceremony today, we won't be able to do Joys and Sorrows this Sunday. But any joy or sorrow you do submit will be read next week. We'd like to begin our worship with the lighting of our chalice. And this morning, I'd like to invite Craig Sperry up here to light the chalice. Craig, yes. Craig has been a member of OCUUC for 25 plus years. He's an active member on the board, is the chair of the Sanctuary Construction Committee, and an active member of the choir. So, please join us as he lights the candle. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in love, and to help one another. This we affirm together.
Good morning, everyone. We're going to start with Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. This is a very, we've had this song in our repertoire for many, many years, and it's a great way to start the new church year, to welcome Sian back, Reverend Sian back, and the choir back, and it's just a great opening. So please rise, embody your spirit, and sing with gusto. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open
of a new church year, a new school year, new beginnings of all kinds today. And whatever you come in anticipating, whatever you expect or worry for our world, for our future, for our lives, I invite you to let it go and to make space in your heart to be surprised. Make room in your soul for a new story to take shape. Let astonishment be possible at this life that remains a miracle. And imagine here the bursting of joy. Relentless and resilient, coming in waves, washing over us with music and story, silence, and still this dreaming together, being hope for each other and courage to believe in this new day that is dawning for us all. Come, let us worship together.
I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, in the winds of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, in the winds of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. I believed in solid ground until I saw in the winds of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, in the winds of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean.
All moves on in perfect motion. All is changing, ever-rolling ocean. All moves on in perfect motion. All is changing, ever-rolling
All is moving, all is changed. Oh, I once believed that there might somehow be something firm beneath my feet, but all is motion and all is well. The solid ground is just a myth for those who never swim in it. Oh, all is motion and all is change. Oh, the world we know will come and go, and everything will rearrange. So be the ground beneath that sky, tumbling round by and by. All is change, and so am I. Lie, 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 lie.
All is change. I am, for those of you who might not know, I'm just come back from 3 months of sabbatical. And it's great to be and wonderful to be back with you all. I saw a bunch of you yesterday. But I have to admit that my sabbatical, which is meant for sort of rest and rejuvenation for me, it didn't start out really great. I didn't have a lot of sort of decompression time. No, most people here know that I have a twin sister who lives up in Seattle, and I drive up there almost every year to go see her, and I stop off in Sausalito to see my older sister, and we gossip about the family and have a wonderful time, doing tarot readings for each other and all sorts of fun stuff like that. But when I got to my sister's in Sausalito, she was sick. So she was pretty much staying in bed the whole time, and I was taking care of her. So I was a little bit worried when I had to leave a few days later for her, but she assured me she was feeling better and everything. So I thought, okay, and I got in my car to drive up to Seattle, and in the middle of nowhere, my clutch gave out in my car, with my car full of stuff and my 2 little dogs. So about a week later, a lot of stress and a lot of money, I got to my aunt's memorial, which I was also doing, and I got to Seattle to see my friends and, of course, my twin sister. But unfortunately, at the time, my twin sister she and her family were going through a really tough time, and which was hard to be, not hard to be around, but I felt for them and what they were going through, and the house was tense and everything. And when I left, I didn't feel very rested, and I came back and thought, well, I'll throw myself into a bunch of house projects that I've been meaning to do, and I did a few of those, but I mostly procrastinated. But the one thing I had looking forward to that I was going to do is this trip to Scotland that some of you haven't heard me talk about ad nauseum, because I've been very excited about it. It's actually 30 years in the making, and I'd signed up for this group 4 years ago, but COVID had canceled it for 2 years in a row. So finally I was going to go. It was happening in August. And I was like, I need this because I know I'm getting kind of whiny and grumpy and kind of negative, which is unusual for me. I need Scotland. I love Scotland. I've been there once before. So basically where I was going was what's called the Outer Hebrides, which is the outer islands of Scotland. And like I said, this is a bucket list item for me. When I finally arrived in the airport, I flew into the main town of Stornoway, which is like a 3-room airport, like one little runway type of thing. I brought a lot of my worries with me and everything. I was like, okay, I'm finally here and everything. And then it turned out my luggage didn't arrive with me. I'm like, all right. And now it did come the next day. It wasn't terrible, but I felt so disappointed. Like, this was my big trip. It was going to solve everything. It was going to, it was letting me down. Like, come on. Couldn't anything go right? Now, when I went to Scotland, I kind of went on my own, but I actually joined a group of people in this thing called Wild at Art, where they put together these art experiences around Scotland. And there were 10 of us, plus our tutor for the art. Her name is Nikki. It was really great. So on my first day, my luggage also arrived later in the morning than it was supposed to, forcing me to miss some of the initial art time. And I was feeling very crabbit. This is a good Scottish word, crabbit. It means crabby, like what you're feeling. We also learned wabbit, like wascally wabbit. That means you're tired. So I was feeling crabbit. And that afternoon, as I'm kind of like, okay, finally I got my stuff, we drove up to what they call the Butt of Lewis. We call it the Butte of Lewis. It amused the Americans to no end. And the Butte of Lewis is actually at the very northern tip of the Isle of Lewis. We drove in this little bus, and it was cold, it was windy, it was blowing like nobody's business, and it was raining hard. Those pictures which I took do not do it justice to how cold and rainy it was. And we were all a little bit nervous as Nikki's going, don't get too close to the edge. We're like, great, okay. And as I got out, getting kind of crabbit again, like I'm like cold and I'm wet and this is my holiday, feeling sorry for myself. And then as I looked around, I don't know, something slapped me upside the head. And I was like, I'm here. I'm here in Scotland on the Isle of Lewis, that I have always longed to be here. And suddenly, all that tension and anxiety, it just flowed out of me. And all this wonder and beauty of this place flowed in. And I was one of the last people to get on that bus. because I was so enamored of these rock formations. You'll see pictures more about that at a later time. But there's colors and swirls, and I heard those crashing waves and the smell of the grass, and everything came to me. And I was out of my misery, and I ended up having the absolute best time in Scotland. Yeah. And I'm going back at some point. But anyway, but I realized that sometimes we have to let go, right, of all of that stuff before something new can come in. Sometimes we need to be shocked out of it a little bit. With something new and something healing to come in. And it's hard to let go of that negativity sometimes, being crabbed or grumpy, and get a lot of attention. Oh, your luggage is late. I'm so sorry. You get all this nice. Everybody was very nice about it. But also keeps you from avoid dealing with things that maybe you should deal with as well. We want everything to go perfectly, and when it doesn't, we wonder if we have somehow offended nature or God or, is this karma, We want everything to be steady and easy, and it almost never is. As the choir sang, I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, in the winds of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. Nature is constantly telling us that all is change. And that was pretty much what I thought every time I saw the ocean on the beaches, those beautiful beaches, that all things change. And later today, we're going to be letting go of Beth, our Director of Music Ministries. She's been with us for 22 years. And then we're going to be letting in our new intern minister, Wendy. These are two different roles and two wonderful people, each following their new calling. And the change this year doesn't stop there. This year we're going to be hiring a new music director, Director of Music Ministries, who will no doubt bring changes. And this year, we will be building the sanctuary. Right? All right. I'm so excited. We're starting up the capital campaign again for a third time. And I know we say this every year that we're going to build this thing, but we're this close. And we just need everybody to pitch in. We're going to get this, guys. So there's going to be lots of change. But in doing so, we make room for new faces, new ways of doing things, a new church home. And it will take everyone pitching in to make it happen, which I got to say, this wonderful, wonderful church has never had a problem with, right? Now you guys are awesome. I have to admit, when I was feeling grumpy, I was like, well, at least I have a good church. Well, letting go, it can be all sorts of things. For me, it was about letting go of that anxiety and tension about all my worries and everything. But sometimes it's even just letting go of stuff, right, that sits around your house that takes up space. Sometimes it's letting go of people in your lives who only bring you down. Sometimes it's emotions that we need to let go of, like that negativity, or even maybe love of someone that doesn't love you back. Sometimes it's letting go of those internal stories that don't serve us anymore. Letting go is kind of hard. We want that firm earth beneath our feet to hold on, but letting go simply means that we're rolling with the motion of the ocean, and that the waves go out, it too brings back in new gifts. Now, letting in then is about opening ourselves up, opening up our heart. And sometimes that can be new stuff. Everybody wants to empty out your closet, then you get to bring new stuff in, right? But it could be a new hobby, a new home, new learning. Sometimes it's people, a new love, a new friend, a new child, a new pet. If you want to know about pets, come see me, fostering. Okay. Or sometimes it's even a new intern and a new Director of Music Ministries. Sometimes it's letting in new emotions, letting yourself feel that wonder and beauty around you in the world and the people that you love. It can be letting yourself feel excitement. Let yourself know that you are worthy of love and of joy. Even creating new stories that lift us up instead of holding us back. But I'm not sure that letting in is actually quite the right word that I want to use. it feels a little bit too passive. They're like, oh, you're just kind of like, okay, you can come in, you know. I want to say we want to actively welcome in, right? Welcome in that which is new. Greet it kindly, make room for it in your lives. And that's really where change and growth happens, is when we welcome in the change. So today, if you figure out the theme, it's all about letting go and welcoming in. So I want to ask you, what would you like to let go of this church year? And what would you like to welcome in? What would you like to let go of? And what would you like to welcome in? So I'm going to invite you all, Roomer and Zoomers. Hi, Zoomers. So they're up in the camera up there. And you can also see them over there. So I want to invite you into that time of meditation. Afterwards, if you're willing, we'll share our waters in our annual water ceremony. And if you'd like to share what it is that you would like to let go of in these healing waters and what you'd like to welcome in, you're welcome to do so. So let's just take a moment to soften and close our eyes. Take some deep breaths and consider. What would you like to let go of in your life? What would you like to let go of? And what would you like to welcome in? What would you like to welcome in? When you're ready, you can join Beth and the choir in singing.
Join me. Keep your heart wide open, though the waves wanna push you around. We gotta keep your heart wide open till your faith brings you back to solid ground. You gotta keep your heart wide open till the waves wanna push you around. You gotta keep your heart wide open till your faith brings you back to solid ground. You gotta keep your heart wide open till the waves wanna push you around. You gotta keep your heart wide open till your faith brings you back to solid ground.
So our water ceremony, it marks the beginning of that new church year, as I mentioned. It's also a kind of homecoming. And all are welcome to participate in this water ceremony, whether you're a member, a friend, or a visitor, everybody is welcome. And even those on Zoom and in the room. And in this ceremony, we each bring our own water, either water you brought that has meaning for you, or we use the symbolic water that's been provided. You'll see it over there in the picture. We mingle these waters together as a symbol of our interdependence, that alone we are but a drop, but together we are an ocean. And this mingled water, filled with the wisdom, is used in our child dedications and other ceremonies throughout the year. So as you mingle your water together, know that it will bless this church for years to come. Now, if you're in the room here, in a moment I'm going to invite you forward to state your name. And if there's anything you want us to know about your water, and then pour some into the bowl, and then step up to the mic and let us know what you'd like to let go of or what you would like to welcome in. Now, if you're on Zoom, I invite you to write it in the chat. And then after everybody here is done, then I'll read yours out loud, and Joel here will pour some water for you. All right, so I'm going to begin. So I'm going to begin with starting with some water that we used last year, that we put together last year, so that we can see the continuation of the wisdom throughout the years of all those, some of them still here and some of them not here anymore. And then this is water from Scotland, from an area called the Minch, which is the water between Scotland and, or the Outer Hebrides and the mainland. And I had to tight it really tight so it wouldn't spill in my suitcase. And I'm wondering if Joel here can open up. There we go, thank you. All right, thank you. Should have tested that. I just want you to know that I walked over the biggest rocking rocks, thinking I'm going to fall on my bum the entire time, and I didn't, to get this water for y'all. So I was very proud of myself for that. So I guess I want to continue to let go of those tensions and anxieties, to trust the world and to let in that wonder and beauty that is all around me, whether it's in nature or in your wonderful faces. So please come forward. What I'd like to invite you to do is, if you could come around this way, we'll just make it easier, and then leave out that way. You could pour a little water and then step up to the mic.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is water from Upper Newport Bay that I got yesterday when I was paddling with my outrigger canoe team. And so I paddle in that water 3 days a week, and it is definitely very healing. And so let's see, this year I'm letting go of negative self-talk, and I'm letting in love and compassion.
I'm Craig Preston. This is water I got from my girlfriend's house, and just grateful for the chance to have a relationship, but also just remembering that why I came here in the first place was for a bigger picture of life, that I'm a climate activist and I can get pretty down about climate change, but I've learned hope and I've learned community, and so I'm bringing in a lack of fear and replacing it with joy and hope with whatever happens, that the water of life goes on and the hydrologic cycle continues, and I'm grateful to be part of this community.
Hi, I'm Matthew Patterson. This is actually my first time participating in one of these ceremonies, and I think that for next year, since Alex and I are planning on moving in January, is I'm going to go down to the beach at some point before we leave and get a little bit of water from the ocean and take it with us to the church we're looking into up there, and continue it from there. Also, rainwater was something that really affected a bunch of people last weekend. Got a bunch of people stuck in the mud out in Nevada. And I think it would have been interesting to take a little bit of that rainwater to be able to add to that. So thank you so much from both of us, I think, for having us as part of your community, part of this wonderful church community.
My name is Alex Patterson. I am trying to let go of anxiety and mistrust I have placed in certain specific areas around medicine. And I would like to welcome in trusting people who have done research and know what they're talking about. And taking chances because I need a little bit of change.
Good morning, I'm Donna McCartney, and this water comes from my refrigerator water filter, not very glamorous, but it gives me sustenance every day, fills my body with great hydration, and so I feel blessed to have that. And what I'm trying to let go of is a to-do list that's too long, get rid of long to-do lists, and I want to let in some of the beautiful friendships that I've made here in this church, so thank you.
That water represents beautiful crystal beaches, in San Francisco particularly, the bay there, and how it's become a really special place for our family. And I'd like to let go, seems really simple, but I'd like to let go of being quite so feisty. And welcome more cuddles.
Hi. That water came from the jug that was provided. It represents, I guess, a lot of, stress that I've been going through recently. And that's what I'd like to get rid of, to be honest. Yeah, I've been really stressed. A lot of music stuff going on. So, lots of stuff. And I'd like to welcome in a lot of confidence and pride in what I do, and what I'd like to be and what I am, and yeah, rock on to myself, I guess.
My name's Emily. This is also my first water communion because I only joined OCUUC last October. I brought 2 samples of water, one representing my family who are at home on Zoom. It was water that was exposed to the beautiful celestial energies of the total lunar eclipse that happened right after my children were born in 2019. The birth of my children was a deeply traumatizing event for me, and what I am going to be letting go of every year is some of that, little by little, change forever. The other bottle of water that I poured is rainwater from today, because today is our water communion, and the water was brought to us. In particular, it's in recognition of Beth, who, even though I've only been here for such a short time, she has taught me so many beautiful songs, including one that we're going to sing in just a few minutes. And I wanted to ensure that our water always remembers Beth.
Hi, my name's Maria. I want to let go of this year my tendency to obsess over and worry over and pick the scabs over things that happened in the past. And I don't know what I'm welcoming in because I haven't left enough room for it. So we will see.
Hi, my name is Mafanwi, but commonly known as M, which is okay for me because Mafanwi is a little bit, what do I say, out there. Anyways, the water comes from our home, and it represents our 38 years of marriage and how we have formed a loving relationship over those 38 years. I would like to let go of, and I'm not so sure how fast this will go. I'm in a little bit of, well, not a little bit, I'm grieving today. I found out yesterday when I was teaching at the Orange County Rescue Mission that my favorite student, because of his writing, passed away. And I did not know about it and couldn't go to the memorial service that he held. But I know that God is good, he's in good hands, and I am going to get over this grieving session. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John, the other half of the couple. As she said, the water came straight out of our kitchen tap, but I'm grateful that we have a source of clean water and healthy. What I'd like to do is just let go of tension and welcome in more sense of well-being.
My name is Pat Larkin, and water has been very important to me ever since I was about 12 or 13, and out in our country farmhouse, the well went dry. So I really value water. This is my first water ceremony. Let's see, it was Donna. Donna, maybe you and I can get together, because what I want to let go of are all those lists I've got. So why don't we have a fire ceremony? Okay, and here's what I want to let in. Instead of all those lists, I want every day, I want to see what the dance is going to be. What the dance is going to be for that day. Thank you.
I'm Tom, and I want to let go of some poor health habits, continue to work on it, and let in some better health habits for the coming year. This water represents water from a trip we took through the Scandinavian countries in July. Beautiful, beautiful country, Copenhagen, Stockholm, Gdansk, Poland, which was even more beautiful than I could have imagined. The Ida Fjord, or the Fjord of Ide, and others. Just a fabulous trip, beautiful waters there, and it was a wonderful trip, and we look forward to many more trips just like it. Thank you.
My name is Lori, and this water, as in every year, this is from Valentino's water dish. I'd like to let go of old stuff, and I'd like to let in inspiration.
My name's Karen. And for me, that water represents all the rains we've been having this year. I grew up in Southern California, and I think this is the first time I felt like, all right, that's enough rain. Like, I'm over it. So that was a change, which I liked. For me, I think what I want to let go of is the sense that I can control everything, that I should control everything, or that I'm even capable of controlling everything. And I want to let in more peace.
Hi, my name is Ann. The water is from the ocean side, symbolically. And I want to let go of my lack of focus and listen to the better angels.
I'm Laura Gethard Beach, and this water is from Paul and Clover's home, where they lived for 40 years together, and I don't think they're going back. There's also water from the board and care that they will be living in together, and yeah. So with them, I'm letting go of them living independently, but quite precariously as far as health things, and now they're going to be living in, it's a beautiful home, and they'll be well cared for, and they're close to me, so things are looking up. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Meg. And I've let go a lot of stuff over the last couple of years, and it really is such a relief. So that water represents tears of joy, and I know it doesn't sound like it, but it's representing August the 14th, when my daughter, Mika Jean-Ric, married Luis Jesus. And now they're Mr. and Mrs. Santana Pacheco. And I'm letting Luis into our lives because Mika and I live together, and Luis is moving in with us. And that's going to be just a whole new world.
Hi everyone, my name's Eric. What I'd like to let go of is some of the pain and self-doubt. And it's gone away bit by bit, but I'd like to let go of some more of that. And I'd like to let in joy and love.
Hi, my name is Sarah Carlson, and the water is, this is my first time in services, but I bring love and friendship, and I let it go of my fear and my emotional anxiety. I do a lot of crafting, and I do practicing of painting. Thank you.
I'm Marilyn, and the water really is representative, symbolically, of the spirit retreat that I went to this past summer, and that has helped me a lot, and certainly continuing to let go of all those things of which I have no control, and that is a minute-by-minute process for me. And letting in good health, happiness, and really finding the joy in every day. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Alejandro. I'm still pretty new to this church, and this is my first water ceremony as well. So thank you for providing the communal water. So about in March of this year, I quit a job that was severely understaffed, and I basically came to a breaking point with stress and anxiety, and took some time off and was able to gather my marbles. But recently I was offered a new position, and it's a great opportunity, but I find myself kind of still really worried that the same will happen. What I do is really in demand. So what I would like to let go of is that fear, and that I might get burnt out again, and all that stuff, and welcome in trust, community, love, and friendship that will help me through that, and that I will welcome self-trust that I will be able to navigate should that come my way again, and also welcome in the opportunity because it's new and it's fresh, and I don't know anything about it yet. So thank you.
Not used to using a microphone. So I'm Peggy, and so I'm symbolically pouring rainwater that I woke up to this morning. And being that I grow a garden in my front yard of vegetables, I'm always happy when it rains because that meant one less chore I had to do this morning and go out there and hand water. So really happy thing about that, to wake up to that. So what I want to let go of is anxiety I allow myself to feel based on insecurities that I allow myself to feel, and put in a little more faith that I'm really okay and my life is okay and I'll be fine. And I guess that's it. And also welcome a new church here.
Hello, I'm Gabrielle, and I'd like to try to let go of the discouragement that I've been feeling over a number of obstacles in my life, and what I'm hoping to let in is that although the obstacles may be things that I can't do a lot about, sort of hoping to try to find more ways to make the best of what I have and be able to do new things.
My name is Simone. This water is Evian. It comes from the French Alps, one of the only pure water that tastes good, And it's going to be recycled by someone I know. And, well, it was symbolic. I come from France, most of you know that. And I'm grateful to my parents for giving me roots and wings. And also, I love that song, by the way. And, let's see. Oh, I would like to let go of, like Maria, obsessing about bad memories. I want to let in more forgiveness and peace in my heart and order in my home.
Hi, my name is Francie, and this water is filtered water from my home because really there's no place like home. And I'd like to let go of worry and let in good solutions and more joy. Thank you.
Hi there.
Oh, I will. I was going to tell you a story. I'm getting some instructions. My name is Marilyn, one of the Marilyns here, and I'm a visitor. Truth be told, every Sunday I keep visiting, so I don't know what to say. But this morning, the reason I'm standing up here is I was getting out of my car, and this little bottle was sitting on my seat, and it was empty, and I thought, I should take that with, I thought, I should put some water in that and take it with me. And I thought, okay, maybe I'm going to cough or something. And so I filled just a little water in here, and so I had water in my purse. And suddenly I realized I have been looking for a long time for spiritual direction, gurus and things and churches, and I know I'm going to find it. And today I thought, uh-oh, I'm going to find it right here. So this is, I'm letting in that it might be inside of me what I'm looking for. So thank you.
I'm Judy Tomlinson, and this is water from my Disneyland stream in my backyard, where a lot of nature coalesces with little guppies and ducks and the occasional snowy egret and great blue heron. So it represents my connection with nature and habitat. I want to let go of fears about new challenges and let in a new community into my life.
Hi, I'm Rob Gordon, and I'm somehow connected to that one. Water means a lot to me, and the ocean means a lot to me, and I value the opportunity to be part of this kind of a ceremony. It's really remarkable. I want to let go of worry and doubt. And I think those are capitalized, W and D. And I'd like to let in, there's a lot of opportunity right now. Judy is taking some new opportunities. I have some new ones, and it's really exciting, and I want to let it in, really let it in. Thank you.
Hello. Hello, I'm Ralph. I need water to swallow my 27 pills daily. I want to let go of classifying people I meet as a member of a group, and instead, when I meet somebody and talk to somebody, I want to respect that person's individuality and the talents that that person has and what I can learn from them. Thank you.
My name is Barbara, and for the last 3.5 years, starting with the pandemic, my life has become very close. I don't know if that's the right word, but very hermit-like, and started with the pandemic, and then last year I went through cancer treatment the whole year, and then in December I broke my femur. And I have been out of my house since December. And I'm looking forward to hopefully going back next month. And one of the things that I've been working on is letting go of all of the stuff that I've been hauling, physical stuff, I've been hauling around for 30, 40 years, that when I look at it, sometimes I think, why do you have that? And you know, and allowing more space and air and have a place for everything, and it's not all jumbled together. But I'm looking forward to getting out, participating in life again, doing more things, coming back to church. I had to get up really early to get here today. So I'm really grateful for this community. And one of my favorite water songs is Water is Life. And I'm not going to sing it, but anyway.
Hello, my name is Wendy, and this water came from my home faucet, but it's living in a water bottle that has accompanied me on many, many journeys that brought me to the place that I'm here right now. So, what do I want to get rid of? I'm ready to let go of some old stories that no longer serve me, and I'm ready to welcome in more spirit and a new community. Thank you.
Anybody else here? I want to read those online. Joel, if you would pour some water for them, that would be wonderful. So, Denny M. Hi, Denny. She says she would like to pour some symbolic water from Canada. She says where she visited some very dear friends of Bob's and hers. Valerie A., who is our Zoom master today, she says, I have water from our well. She says it has traveled the earth, fallen from the sky, and been filtered through the earth, and a filter in our house. It is both hyper-local and connects me to the wider world. She says, I want to let go of unhelpful, unproductive fear, and I want to let in greater personal growth. Peggy says, I have water from Yosemite Falls. And this unprecedented year, she says, I need to sort and let go of so many cluttered mementos to make more physical space around. And Brandy, she says that she has water from her house. She says, I want to let go of remaining attachment, pain, and anxiety from a harmful marriage and from some health traumas. And they say, actually, I don't know if Brandy is male or female, but she said, they say, I want to let in a sense of safety and belonging. Thanks for having me here. You're very welcome, Brandy. Linda C., she says, my water is from my hummingbird feeders. And she says, like Barbara, I want to let go of stuff and let in more and more love. Wonderful. All right. Well, let us bless then these waters. I want to invite you as we together bless these waters, because these are communal waters, so it's all of our blessings. So together let us say, water, deep source, embracing earth, rushing and confronting, transform us. Water, dear source, cradling haven, crystalline beauty, bring rain to this parched land, now on fire. Water, sweet source, linking the eons, stirring our memories, help us to grow, let our roots grow deep. Water, warm cauldron of the revolution, for love of life, bring about a sea of change. Water, sweet message of hope, nourish our spirit, and bless us this day. Amen. Thank you all for blessing this water. And now it's time to let go and welcome in as a community. So first, letting go. Well, Beth, you've meant a great deal to this church. Football, football, football. Okay. That's how she gets through stuff. So, you've been 22 years with us. And last spring you told it was time for you to move on to do the amazing work that you're doing with adoption and helping parents with their children through difficult times. And you're a blessing to them as you have been to us. But we can't let you go without a blessing for your new adventure. So I want to invite you up here. These wonderful, amazing hands that have played such beautiful music for so long. I place that water on you so that you know that you've been blessed by the wisdom and love of all of us, whether we're present here in body or spirit. So I'd like to invite you all to reach out with your hands toward Beth, and you on Zoom to reach out toward the screen, toward Beth, and to send her all of your love, your hope, for her dreams to come true, all of that for her, as I say this blessing for her. Beth, we love you. We hold you now in this love. You are a gift to this world. You're a musician creating beautiful music that touches the heart. You're a justice seeker, a champion of those who cannot always speak for themselves. You're a person of integrity, wisdom, and compassion, always giving your best with a loving heart. May you bring your light to those that need to see beauty. May you bring your music to those that need to hear their heart. May you bring your love to those who need healing. And may you nurture yourself with the music that fills your soul. Beth, we love you, and we will always hold you in this love. Remember this love when times get difficult, and know that we believe in you and your call. I want to say amen and sing a song. Together, you all know this song. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life, we hold you in our love as you go. Let's take some deep breaths. It's hard to let go of someone you love, but that's what love is, right? It never imprisons. It knows only freedom. So let this be a joyful occasion for Beth, who goes forth to answer her calling. As we let go of Beth today, we also are welcoming into this community someone who is also answering a calling. This Wendy Karn, our new intern minister. Now, Wendy is going to be with us for 2 years, half-time, y'all, half-time. She's going to be learning and offering her gifts to us. It's a big responsibility to be a teaching congregation, and so I want to have us enter into this, with a, relationship that's mindful. And we'll do that with a covenant. We've done this new thing by bringing Wendy into our midst to learn about parish ministry and to stretch and grow with us. As we assume the mantle of a teaching congregation, it is up to each of us to offer Wendy our support and compassion as she grows into the visionary minister that she has been called to be. It's up to us to create a safe container where they can succeed and even stumble or fail, where they are free to create a ministry here with you. So let us covenant with Wendy. Beloved congregation, will you give generously of your time, wisdom, and compassion? Will you trust yourselves in Wendy and dare to engage fully in this internship? Will you keep your hearts and minds open to the gifts and wisdom she brings to this congregation? If so, please answer with an enthusiastic, "We will." We will. And each time we have an intern, we also have a committee to support her. So I'd like to invite the intern committee to stand up. That is Emily and Marcia and Reverend Judy and Glenn, Phyllis, who's online. Hi, Phyllis. And Bertie as well. Thank you for your commitment to Wendy and to the process of growing a minister in our midst. Will you give generously of your time, wisdom, and compassion? Will you mentor Wendy as she grows into the visionary minister she has been called to be? Will you help us to create a safe container where she can succeed, stumble, and even fail, where she is free to create a ministry here with us? If so, please answer with an enthusiastic, "We will." We will. Thank you. You may be seated. And Wendy, I'm so delighted that you chose your internship, Orange Coast Unitarian Universalist Church. I covenant with you to give generously of my time, wisdom, and compassion. I will happily mentor you as you grow into the visionary minister you are called to be, and I will do everything I can to create a safe container where you can succeed, stumble, and even fail. I honor the gifts and wisdom that you bring to this beloved community and to me. We will grow together. And Wendy, do you covenant to give of your time, only 20 hours a week, okay? Give of your time, your wisdom, and compassion to this congregation and to myself. Will you keep your heart and mind open to your call as a minister, wherever that may lead you? Will you take advantage of this safe container where you will be supported in your success and even your failures? If so, please answer with an enthusiastic, "I will."
I will.
Welcome, Wendy, to Orange Coast Unitarian Universalist Church. Time of new beginnings, changes, all sorts of wonderful things. A new era for us without our beloved Beth, and a new intern to welcome into our midst. We are ever-changing sea of people, of gifts, and of growth. As the choir sang, all moves on in perfect, perfect motion. All is change and an ever-rolling ocean. And the best part is, we are sailing this ocean of change together. Let us sing.
We're just going to sing the chorus of the song a few times in the interest of time. It's in Spanish, and then it's actually the second half is a translation of the Spanish, in case you don't recognize what the Spanish is saying. Please rise and body your spirit. Somos el barco, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea.
Unitarian Universalist congregations are fully self-supporting, meaning that members and friends raise all funds for the operating budget, ministries, and programs of the church. We are ever grateful for your gifts of time, treasure, and talent. OCUUC amplifies that spirit of generosity by sharing half the plate we receive with an organization that shares our values. This month, we are joining with Stand Up for Kids, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to ending youth homelessness throughout Orange County. They bear the highest independence rating for fiscal stewardship of all donations, so we do encourage you to donate with this. There are multiple ways in which you can support Stand Up for Kids and this church. You can mail a check, you can go to our website, or use an app called Vanco Mobile. Or you can use the offering baskets that will be passed around. The choice is yours. All the information is on our website should you need it. As always, thank you for your generosity.
We are going to sing We Gather Together, a song that puts our intentions into words and expresses our gratitude for the many gifts we share.
It starts with a drop, then a trickle, a burble, a rush of water bubbling towards its destination, and finally the wide, endless sea, all rivers run to the sea. Today you brought water, poured it in a common bowl. Through our experience of differed, these waters mingle, signifying our common humanity. Today you came and shared in this common community. May you depart this sacred space, hearts filled with hopes for new beginnings, a fresh start. Go forth, but return to this community where rivers of tears may be shed, where dry souls are watered, where your joy bubbles, where your life cup overfills, where deep in your spirit you have found a place in this home. Amen.
Let us join together as we extinguish the flame of our chalice and say together, we extinguish our chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Thank you for joining us this morning. We are a congregation made up of people who all believe differently, and yet, when we gather together, whether we're in the room or on Zoom, we make up a loving community. We need not think alike to love alike. If you are a guest, a visitor, or someone who hasn't yet been known to us, I invite you to become a part of this beloved community. We encourage you to either write in the chat if you're a Zoomer, or if you're a roomer, to stand for a brief moment and tell us your name and where you're from. We can bring a microphone over and hold it over for you so that the Zoomers can hear you. Or we can go ahead and check the chat if we have any newcomers here. Anyone? Ah.
My name is Patrick Mannion, and I am Wendy Karn's husband. I do a lot of work at the Fullerton Unitarian Universalist congregation. I'll be there a lot, but you'll see me here as well. I'm a lifelong Huntington Beach person, so I'm very close by, and I'm so happy to be here. And I was very happy to see my wife be installed today. That was amazing.
Cool.
Really amazing.
Hi, my name is Boyd Philpott, and this is my wife, Gina Goss. We're ex-members back in the days of Victoria. We got overwhelmed with children and things and took a long break. We're on a UU tour here of various churches around the county. We said we'd keep doing this, and we're starting that with this one because this was home for quite a while for us.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I've been here for the last couple months with my friend Adam. And I just like to say, this is the most thing of the treasure of my life. And I'm glad if you get to know me little by little. And I'm truly here to come here, this church. Amen.
Welcome.
I'm Marianne Ross. I've been a member of the San Antonio Church for 27 years, and I just recently moved to Fountain Valley to be with my daughter.
Welcome. Okay. If you'd like to know more about our church, including programming for our youth and children, please contact us at hello@ocuuc.org, and we will help you get connected. In addition, we invite you to sign up for our weekly email called theblast@ocuuc.org. We want everyone to feel a part of this beloved community, so please reach out and we'll help you get connected.
All right, and then announcements. I did have one handed to me because it is kind of important to say. So many of you here know Joel Kilshore. He turns 21 today. So Joel grew up in this church, and so I think he's probably in the nursery right now. So if you want to stop by and wish him a happy birthday, I invite you to do that. So, no. I think I heard what you were going to do. But anyway, yeah. The other thing is, of course, is that we have our wonderful environmental film festival coming up. This is like, goodness gracious, our 5th year, I don't even know how many years we've been doing it now. And Meg over here, if you haven't got your tickets, you all got your tickets, right? Yes, y'all get to get your tickets. Yeah. So there's a matinee, there's a 2 o'clock, and there's a 6 o'clock for this. And so I want everybody to sign up. Do not expect to be able to come on the day and be able to get in. We usually sell out. So please do get your tickets, and we fill up fast. So at any rate, let's see here. All sorts of other wonderful things going on here in our normal weekly groups and everything. Come get involved. Okay, so this is it. It's our last time in worship with Beth. And I know we sang this song yesterday, but we also have to sing it today. This is before our benediction song. This is the song that the choir sings each and every single time that they end their choir. Think football, think football. That all of us have wished for come true today, to let go of what needs to be let go of, and that you welcome in what will nourish you. And may this church always sail beautifully together into the seas of change. So let us sing our benediction.
Let us go up. This service is over, but our service and yours will continue.